Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. I'm James Welch, your host for today's show. We are connecting musicians and audiences in real-time performances and music news from around the globe. Well, today we continue with our Music and Musicians Around the Globe series. Today we will be featuring the fabulous pianist Laura McCormick. As you already heard, she's just wonderful, and we will be bringing her on in just a second here. Laura lives in Brisbane, Australia. Her journey with the arts began at the age of 3 with dance lessons. She commenced piano lessons at the age of 7 and has studied under the tutelage of Miss Sonya Visser since 2019. This year, she has also been studying theory with Dr. Lisa Cheney. Having won the International Prominent Pianist Festival this past year, she will be performing at Carnegie Hall. Well, that's a little bit of an outdated bio. She already has performed at Carnegie Hall, and it was glorious. She is graduated, and she is studying her bachelor's, specializing in piano performance at the Queensland Conservatorium of Music. Laura hopes to become a concert pianist and travel around the world, sharing her passion for music. And she's here with us today in the studio. We are so thrilled to have her here. Laura, how are you?
Hi, James. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. So good to see you again.
It's great to see you here. And it was great getting to meet you and hear you live in New York. And
that was awesome meeting you in Anna.
It was a fun time. It was a rush. And you were in both events. That's the first time we did a double in a week. And you were part of that, the recital and then again with the concerto.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
It was great, and we just knew that you were the perfect person for that award in the Prominent Pianists Festival, which we just heard was her award-winning performance from last year. And we're looking forward to getting to hear you in a little while again.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So, exactly where are you?
Well, I'm in my living room right now.
In Brisbane?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. And you're... So Australia, what time is it there?
It is 12:11 a.m.
Oh, wow,
So
it's tomorrow.
we're still up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I got something to look forward to then. Tomorrow is coming.
It's a great day.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing here. And it's just amazing how we do all these things over time zones. And I mean, unfortunately, on different parts of the world, sometimes we're doing this in the middle of the night. Sometimes I'm doing this in the middle of the night. And
like
it's just a fun way to one of the weirdisms, I guess, to have things on the internet in a fun way is we're all doing this during sleepy time sometimes. So I mean, the first piece that we played was your award-winning performance, the Granados Allegro di Concerto, and it was just wonderful. I remember hearing it then, and just hearing it again now just was wonderful. And when you were in New York, you played, was it the Liszt Rigoletto?
Yes, Rigoletto Paraphrase.
Yeah, and then Lidolf's Concerto Symphonique.
Yeah.
And, so you got to play twice.
I did.
What was that like? How did it feel? What could you tell us about it?
No, I really enjoyed it. I honestly wasn't too nervous being at Carnegie Hall, weirdly. And I think, it was just such an awesome experience. I remember walking out onto the stage on that Monday night for Rigoletto Paraphrase and just playing on the beautiful Steinway piano. It was just such a great experience, and I definitely hope to do something like this again. Yeah. And it was really lovely meeting all the talented musicians and just talking to everyone, seeing where people have come from, and I had a great time there.
You definitely had a lot of people from all over, a wide range of talent, and I believe on your program we had 11 world premieres, which was pretty fun, and a lot of interesting people on stage, backstage. Now, the orchestral performance, was that your first time ever playing with orchestra?
Yes, it was.
It was. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what a way to start doing that, right?
It was so cool. Yeah.
So I mean, what could you say about the rehearsal process? Because that was new to you too then.
Yes. Yeah. No. It was really good. I had Giacomo Franchi conducting, and he was very helpful. And we went through the piece a couple times, just making sure that everyone was playing in time, and I knew when to come in. But it was just a really fun experience getting to work with the New York Chamber Players and Giacomo Franchi.
Yeah, it was definitely fun being like on the ground in that process, just listening to everything go together and getting to meet your family and your teacher. And speaking of your teacher, how long have you been studying with Sonya?
I've been studying with Sonya since 2019. So she took me from grade 4 piano to Elmas. She's just been, she's an amazing teacher, and she's taught me not only the technical skills of piano, but also how to perform. And so I'm really grateful for her.
Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, there's certainly some extraordinary talent that she passed on.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah.
For that. I mean, of course, you can't, there's some things about your playing that can't be taught, but I'm sure she brought like the whole wisdom and maturity that we hear in you to you, and I mean, it's just so wonderful to listen to you. I mean, when you just get that and execute it. And so you've been with her for 5 years, and you're in college now. And
first year.
Wonderful. So now, who did you have lessons with both of them preparing for this, or how did that work out?
So for New York, I was working with Sonya on Rigoletto Paraphrase and the Concerto, and then at uni, that's like separate. That's all my uni pieces. So it was Sonya who took me to New York. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful! And how long did you? What's the preparation process like for a piece like that?
Oh well, Rigoletto Paraphrase. I did that. I started learning that straight after I found out that I won the competition, because I wanted to perform a concert piece that was elaborate as Allegro di Concerto. So Sonya suggested Rigoletto Paraphrase, And so yeah, I started learning that in July, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, it took a bit of time to learn the piece because it's so complex and it's very challenging. It has all these like scales in them. And so yeah, it definitely took a lot of time to execute them.
Well,
But
kudos to
I
you
got
for
there.
that. Um,
Yeah.
so I think almost everybody watching knows that I'm a pianist myself, and I've always been a little bit afraid of that piece, even though it's been on my
Yeah, yeah.
bucket list for like 100 years. But that's anytime I hear someone play that, I'm in just such admiration about it because it is technically difficult, and
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make it sound easy is even more difficult. And you made it sound
Yes.
easy.
Oh, it took a lot of practice hours every day on that piece.
Definitely. And you got to play it for a full crowd of people, and it
Yeah.
was just such a wonderful event. And was that the green dress or the red dress? I don't remember now.
The navy dress.
The navy dress. Oh my gosh, I can't remember
Navy.
anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember there were two distinct color dresses there.
Yes, one was the solo, one was the concerto. Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, wonderful. So now you're in your living room,
Yep.
and there's a piano behind you, and we're gonna get to hear you play, aren't we?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. You know what? We have a short clip of the Prominent Pianist Festival that I'd like to play, because what people don't know about this Prominent Pianist Festival is that it was in person in Buffalo, New York, but it was also a remote hybrid recital where we had people playing by remote, and we were putting them up on the movie screen in Buffalo for the live audience to watch. And I have a clip here of us watching you in the house that will just show a very quick clip while you're getting set up, and then we'll have you come back and you'll be playing the Chopin Nocturne in D flat.
Yep.
All right, wonderful. So we'll show this clip here, and we'll see you in a minute. Wow. Well, that was just gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Bravo. Congratulations. Wow. Wow.
You.
What a treat. I wasn't sure if was going to get to hear you play again anytime soon. And, that just made my morning here. And I'm sure it made it many others. And I'm sure maybe it made some of your friends and families midnight.
Yes. I sent everyone the links, told them to get on YouTube, watch it, even though it's midnight. It's all good.
Definitely. And, if they missed it too, I mean, YouTube is the world's DVR. So, I mean, it's going to be there for an eternity. So, we in 10, 20 years, we'll be able to go back and you'll be able to this is what I played back then. And, and just listening to the Granados and now your Chopin and there's just such evidence of a year's progress there, which is just wonderful. It's been almost a year. I think, when was that? That was in June.
June. It has been.
And it's June for you right now. It will be for me in another 14 hours. But so wow. So I mean, it just goes to show what hard work and dedication can do in a year's time, and that's great evidence that you showed us of that today in this broadcast. So congratulations.
Thank you,
How long was the Chopin in your fingers? How long you been working on that?
I've been working on that piece for about a year now.
Wow.
Yeah. It's part of my Almas program. So
okay.
When I heard this nocturne on YouTube, I was like, I have to learn it because it's just so pretty and it's just such a nice piece.
It's wonderful. So now, I'm sorry, what program do you have?
My Almas program.
What is that?
For the Almas exam. So it's a diploma exam. Yeah.
Wonderful. And when is that?
I'm doing it in July. Yeah.
Okay.
Coming up.
And is that kind of like what ends the school year for you, or what ends the semester?
It's like piano exam.
Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, many universities have what's called a jury or a hearing at the end of the semester. Yeah, and okay, so it's your exam. Well, you already have my vote to pass for the Chopin. So
Thank you. Yay.
That's what else will you play for that?
So I'm playing Allegro di Concerto, and I'm also playing Sonata in E flat major by Haydn, and then playing Reflections on the Water by Debussy.
Oh wow!
So
that's a well-rounded
range
program.
Of pieces. Yes,
and quite a bit to work on.
Yeah,
that's
a lot of practice every single day.
Yeah, how long is the term for your studies? Is it like 10 weeks, 15 weeks?
12 weeks, and then
12.
we have 2 weeks of study week, and then exam week, and then holidays for a month. So it's pretty good.
Wow. So you'll be off and back in August?
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, I am curious, I wasn't planning on asking about university life, but we don't have college students too often here, especially from Australia. And, what is the typical course and study schedule like?
Well, I go into uni about 4 days a week. And so we have lectures, and then we have workshops, which is where we perform pieces and we watch our peers play their pieces as well. Mm-hmm. And then we have tutorials. And so, there's a lot of performing and practicing. And then we have theory studies as well. So
how often do you have lessons?
Piano lessons or just once a week.
Okay, for an hour?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. It sounds like a basic weird question, but I've actually received a wide range of answers depending on what country it was. And what university. Some people say, 12 weeks for 18 hours of lessons or something, and it's interesting to hear. So the standard 12 and 12, wow, that's a lot of repertoire to prepare on just 12 hours of lessons. It's a lot of hours of practice. Wow. And so now, do you have to take general courses too? Is that part of the plan, or is it just strictly music?
No, just music.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
It's all music every day.
Wow,
Excellent.
what a dream. I mean, I went to a
Yeah,
state school in the US, and it was mostly music, but once in a while we're like taking statistics or something, and
Oh.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but every place is different. But yeah, thanks for sharing that with
It's all
us.
right.
I'm gonna take just a timeout here before we go here to talk about Carnegie Hall really quickly. If you want to play on one of our 7 galas next season at Carnegie Hall and have an opportunity just like Laura did, we have our applications open on our website right now. And we have prepared a short video that can explain it better than I can just right now. So let's just show the video and then we'll say more.
Perform on our gala at Carnegie Hall. Auditions for the 2024-2025 season will be happening soon. We have opportunities for composers to have their works premiered and professionally recorded with the Leonard String Quartet, opportunities to perform a concerto with the New York Chamber Players and Orchestra Manhattan. Composers may also submit their scores to be premiered by these 2 fabulous orchestras. Solo opportunities, chamber music opportunities, and opportunities for large ensembles as well. Receive evaluations from the finest musicians, have a press interview, be featured on our daily internet TV show, receive certificates, medals, and a video of your performance, and have opportunities for many other awards. Applications are currently available on our website. Don't miss out on your opportunity to present your music on this world-renowned stage. We look forward to hearing your performances.
So the application for that has been extended to June 10th, and we'll be having live auditions online shortly after that. Now, in addition to our Carnegie Hall Galas venture, we also have the Cold Orchestra project, where you audition to play with orchestras all around the world. And you can see next season we have the Lviv National Philharmonic, the Royal Philharmonic in London, Slovak Sinfonietta, and so many different orchestras. Yeah, Paducah, and the list goes on, as they're just going to play here. On the Boulder Symphony. Yeah, that audition's coming up. All these auditions are coming up in the next few weeks, and we have extended that application deadline to June 10th as well. Recently, the last 2 seasons, we have performed concerts with the Western New York Chamber Orchestra, based out of the State University of New York, Fredonia, and there we are with Maestro Glenn Cortese, and we'll be back with them. We just did a concert with the Bohuslav Martinu Philharmonic in Zlin, Czechia, and also the Cairo Opera Orchestra in Cairo, Egypt. And we just have so many, there they are. And we just have so many orchestras coming up. It's too many to list, but if you check on our website, you'll see them all. You'll be able to audition for them all. And the deadline for that is extended to June 10th. So much excitement for next season. Now, as we're getting close to signing off here, I just want to remind everybody we have another broadcast in about 90 minutes, and it'll also be featuring another Australian pianist and composer, Glenn Carter Varney, and we will be interviewing her live at noon and exploring some of her music, and we can't wait for that. So if you don't have anything to do in 90 minutes, tune in. And if you're busy, don't worry, because it's on the YouTube DVR and you get to watch it anytime you want. But we'll hope that you would join us live, because it's exciting when we're live. We are streaming on more than just YouTube. We have YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Vimeo, all of them, Twitch even. And we're on all the platforms. You can message us there, leave comments, and get in touch with us about our events as well, or you can visit our websites and email us as well. You know, we're everywhere, and we have so many partners that have helped contribute to our performances and our programs here, and it's so many to list. You see them up here on the screen, and we had to make multiple cards because they just don't fit on one screen anymore. And then that's just how fortunate we are to have this kind of support and resources to work with. And you'll be hearing more from them as the season goes on. And speaking of teams and resources, we have a fabulous team here at Virtual Concert Halls. And we have the fabulous Jennifer Wang flipping all the switches backstage for us, making us look pretty on screen today. Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you, team, for providing everything that you do to make these wonderful programs possible. So we'll bring Laura back for just a moment here. And so, Laura, do you have any words of wisdom that you want to share? Any inspiring words for young people that you'd just like to say? Any other comments?
My first piece of advice for aspiring musicians would be to be consistent in your practice. So don't practice for hours and hours on one single day and then be too tired to practice the next. So just be consistent. Just do 3 hours each day, have breaks in between. So yeah, consistency. And I guess my second piece of advice is to keep practicing the basics, like your scales and arpeggios, because even in like really hard pieces like Reflections on the Water, there's an E flat major arpeggio. So you have to keep practicing these basic things because they're in every single piece. So yeah, be consistent and remember your scales and arpeggios.
Great words of advice from the virtuoso pianist who made her Carnegie debut twice in 1 week at the age of 18. So just wonderful having you here, Laura.
Thank you, James.
Bravo and congratulations. And with that, we're going to sign off, and we'll see you in 90 minutes. And enjoy your tea time break or coffee break, whatever. I'm James Welch here for Virtual Concert Halls and Progressive Musicians. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.